Okay, and we're back. Let's try this again. So what I've got is I've brought the carboy over closer. I've got my bottle. I'm going to turn the light on because I might get better lighting out of that. Hang on. Yeah, might do. Yeah, we do. Yay, we do. So what you got to do is you got to get some of your brown sugar. Tip it in your funnel. As you can't see because I've got the label pointing towards you. This is just an old juice bottle I use for filling up my carboy, as you can see. Now, it's best to already have some utensils sterilised. I mean, you do it right, and you don't end up with any problems. You do it wrong, and you have to go back to the start. It pisses you off. Trust me, it pisses me off. You can learn from your own mistakes, or you can learn from some of mine. I don't mind. Your choice. Okay, so all you do is you just add your ingredients. I always add roughly about half my brown sugar in the bottom, because that way the corn syrup and the dry malt extract and the dextrose don't stick to the bottom, because brown sugar doesn't tend to stick, but the dry malt extract, malt powder, and the corn syrup will stick to everything they touch. So I always add them part way through, so the sheet's already slightly greased by the raw sugar, the brown sugar. I always mix you can see that, I always mix my dextrose and my dry malt extract together, because it's less likely to have the dry malt extract stick to everything. So I'll tip that in. And this can be an absolute mess if you're not careful. And I'm really careful. My wife hates me when I'm brewing. Can you blame her? I'm a grot. There are easier ways to do it, but this is the way I've worked out that costs me the least amount of materials to make it happen. So that's my dextrose and my dry malt extract, and in goes the corn syrup. Now you add the corn syrup powder because it's going to give you extra body and flavour. It's going to give you a nicer mouthfeel, basically. And then the last of your brown sugar goes in over the top. Whee! Boom. So you've got roughly 1.5 kilos of sugars in there. Most of that's going to process down, and as it does, as it processes down, most of that is going to turn into lovely alcohol. Now the alcohol will probably be around 3 to 8% of 1.5 kilos. Sorry, 3 to 5% of 1.5 kilos. We work on 15 litres in these carboys. You can have whatever size you like. It's up to you. But when all's said and done, it's a set of personal choices. Now I'm going to fill this with water, and then I'll add some of the ginger, the wet ginger, and also the vanilla extract. But back soon and I'll show you that bit. Okay, so I've got my 3-year-old in the background now, so we'll have to deal with his voice. Okay, what we've got is I've got my carboy sitting there, and he's on a chair, and as you can see there's fluid slowly filling up in the bottom of it. It's because it's connected to my water filter, and my water filter is connected to my tap. Now I sterilise the neck of this thing regularly. I pull it out and I drop it in my sterilising solution just so it's clean when I'm doing a brew. Usually I drop it in just beforehand. Okay, and we're back. Now, I've been stirring away like crazy. I'm going to pick you up and bring you in close so you can see what I've been up to. Okay, flip that over so I can see too. Now, as you can see, I'll go around here to the light. Zoom out a little. Turn off the camera light actually. There we go. As you can see, it's quite a dark colour. This is a blue bottle, as you can see through the handle there. And when you stir it all around, you can see the handle disappearing every so often. Yeah. You can hear there's just some floaties still. Now what this means is I'm going to have to come back to this. Yeah, sorry, I'm not a good cameraman. I'm going to have to come back to this in a few hours. So I'll have to put the airlock in. I'll have to deal with this a bit further on. But that's basically it. I mean, give that 7 days. and that'll be a 5% alcohol. So, yay. Doesn't take long, doesn't cost much, tastes fantastic. Yeah, the biggest problem with beers, they don't taste good. You know the best problem with my beers? They don't last long enough. I mean, 15 litres is only, well, it depends. Most of the time it's usually 15 sessions or 14 sessions, but sometimes it's 12 sessions or 6 sessions, or in one case 1 session. It's too nice a beer to put down. I drank 15 litres in one evening. Too much to drink in one go. Okay, anyway, so now we've confirmed I'm a pisspot, and we've confirmed making ginger beer is an absolute doddle. If you can't make this, then you need to message me and tell me why, so I can message you and tell you what I think of that message. And you won't like it. It'll be funny, because I'm a funny person. At least I believe so, and that's all that matters to this conversation. Okay, I'm out of here. Have fun brewing. I'll put the airlock on, which you've all seen before. It's no different to the rest of them. Enjoy your beer, and we'll talk again. Ask questions if you got them. I'll answer them. Oh, I'll recap. Last recap. So it was 125 grams of corn syrup powder. It was 250 grams of dextrose. It was 250 grams of dry malt extract. It was 500 grams of brown sugar. 1 yeast sachet, a bit of water. It was 2 tablespoons of ginger, wet ginger, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Vanilla extract? Yeah. Vanilla extract. And I'll put a litre of grape juice, which just finishes it off nicely, into it afterwards in a week's time or thereabouts. Because as you can see, I ain't got any room left. So I'll have to wait till it's all bubbled through and processed, and then I'll have some wastage at the end to push through the litre of juice through. But it's all good, mate. It's all good. I'll do that as I decant to the secondary. I'll show you that in a week or so. Thanks guys, bye. Okay, we're down to the last final bit. Now we get the vanilla extract. We measure out our measurement of that one, which is in this case roughly half to a full tablespoon. Yep, that's about teaspoon, sorry, not tablespoon, teaspoon. So a teaspoon of that will do nicely. So you mix those two together, not a hard task. Drop them into your yeast mix. Now you're going to lose some of that there, so you've got 2 choices. My choice is to pour some of the yeast mix back in. Stir it all about, because I don't want to miss any of that ginger into the yeast mix. Now you're going to mix that all up. I don't know if you can see that, you sort of can. I'll bring it up. Sorry. Now the reason why I always put the yeast into a pouring jug, because that makes this bit easy. That goes in there. All the ginger's floating in with it. As you can see, that is now nice and clear. Didn't leave anything behind. And now the hard bit. Stir it all up. Now there's always some that gets caught in the collar. So you've got to figure out how to get that out of the collar. Now you might have to do this bit 3, 4 times in the first couple of days. You're trying to get all the